Episode of Fake Pilot. I have a really exciting program today. Today we're going to do a flight from Bradley International Airport in Hartford, Connecticut to Boston Logan. This is a super short flight, but what's going to make this flight exciting is that it's complete whiteout. As you can see, I can't see anything. It's going to be snow, it's going to be high cloud cover, low cloud cover. We will not be able to see the runway at all, not until the very last second. This is probably the most dangerous thing that you can do for landing. However, we're going to cheat because we're going to set up the A320 Airbus and we're going to set up to do an auto land, which if it works out well, this plane will just land right onto the runway without any problems, without a hitch. Now, of course, there's things that we have to do to set it up to get it to do an auto land, but that's what we're going to do on this flight. I'm going to show you how to do it, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and we won't be able to see nothing. So if you're looking for a scenic flight, this is not it. So let's go ahead, let's get this show on the road. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is fire up the plane. Let's get on the 2 batteries. Boom. Turn on external power. Boom. APU bleed. Boom. APU master. And we just go ahead and hit that until it's going to be on.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 is cleared to Boston Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 33 climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure frequency is 123.905 squawk 3211.
Okay, we can take off runway 33 and our cruising speed is going to be 8,000. So let's go ahead and set that. There we go, 8,000. Okay, we got our clearances, and now we're going to go ahead and we're going to fire up our engines. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the pumps, fuel pumps. All right, fuel pumps on. Okay, going to go ahead and turn it engine mode onto start, and then we're going to turn on engine 1. Turn on engine 2. While the engines are spooling up, I'm going to go ahead and get our taxi clearance. Turn on my beacon light. All right, gonna turn on every light that I have. Well, I'm not gonna turn that light, but I'll turn on the taxi light.
Acknowledge last transmission.
Yes, I got to acknowledge it. Acknowledge.
Taxiing hold short runway 33 using taxiway Sierra Airbus 320.
Okay, engines are spooled up. Gonna go ahead and turn off external power. Turn off the APU bleed and turn off the APU, since now the engines are going to provide all the power that we need. Going to go ahead and crank this off, and we're going to go ahead and turn the parking brake off. Parking brake is off, and now we can go ahead and taxi out of here.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
There we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and spool up the engines. Okay, there we go. And we're going to go ahead and taxi this boy.
Taxiing to general aviation, parking via taxiway Echo Southwest 3171.
But we're going to go ahead and get this on the road. I think taxiing is kind of fun to do. All right, looks like they have it plowed, which is good. All right. slow down a little bit. Just slow down just a little bit. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and enter the runway. Enter the runway. There we go. Entering the runway. I'm going to go ahead and get myself lined up on the runway. Spool down the engines. Alright, and now I'm going to request clearance to take off. I really should request a clearance on the whole short line, but I'm cheating a little bit, okay? So I know there's no danger. Go back to clearances. Tune into the tower. And
Going to 121.9 generic tree Kilo Charlie.
okay, request my takeoff.
Bradley Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 ready for departure runway tree IFR to Boston.
Okay, once the
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 altimeter 29.9 or 2 and 284 and 8. Cleared for takeoff runway tree.
Okay, gonna go ahead and spool up the engines to take off. Okay, they're spooled to take off. Oh, flaps 1.
Airbus tree
Flaps
20
1, flaps 1.
last transmission.
Remember flaps 1. Knowledge clearances.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the stick and get ready to take off. All right, we're at V1. All right, not going to abort the takeoff. And rotate. And we're up. Landing gear up.
Airbus tree 20 contact departure on 12.3.9 or 5.
I am climbing too high. Oh, I'm gonna stall. It's not good.
Airbus tree 20 acknowledge last transmission.
I just made all the passengers sick.
123.9 or 5 Airbus tree 20.
Gotta wait until I get some speed up.
Bradley Tower, generic Golf Alpha Juliet 8251 3 miles northeast inbound ILS runway 24 approach. Generic Golf Alpha Juliet 825 Bradley Tower. Altimeter 29.9 or 2 and 284 and 8.
All right, put the flaps up.
Cleared ILS runway 24 approach.
Trying to get on my course here. I can't see nothing.
Cleared ILS runway 24 approach generic 825.
Okay, that was not a great landing, takeoff. I almost stalled the plane because I rotated it too much, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead. I switched on the autopilot right here. Switched on the autopilot and make sure my altitude is set for 8,000. Make sure it's set for 8,000. That's good. Go ahead and change the view on my flight plan here so I can see everything. Yep, there we go. Autopilot is engaged. Landing gear is up. All right, and we're past the cloud cover. All right, that was a ton of clouds. And 6,000 feet, we just got out of the cloud cover. But you can't see nothing from the minute you take off. So this is going to be a really interesting landing. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna crank my speed up as much as I can. Oh, we're gonna go ahead to go to 320. We're gonna set our speed for that. And I'm gonna tune in to departures. Contact.
Departure Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 7,800 feet.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 departure altimeter 29.902 continue as planned.
Tree 2.65.
I'm flying just over the cloud cover. I mean, I've taken a lot of flights, and one of the most scariest landings I ever had was a landing in fog.
4650 is at flight level 310 descending 8,000 feet.
And as a passenger, like, I literally see the ground at the last second. And I'm like, how do these pilots land these planes? You know, they can't see anything, but they land them using all instruments. And a lot of these planes have an auto landing, an instrument landing system, and the plane will just coast them right in there. And I know I watched some videos where the pilots at the last second will disengage the autopilot once they see the runway, and then they'll take it in. We're gonna do the same thing. So as soon as we get closer, I try to do these short flights. I don't want to be in the plane forever. So this usually is like 60 minutes. So be a good hour flight. But really it's only 30 minutes in the air. So yeah, I mean, I mostly play Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR because it's just such an amazing experience. I mean, you got the cockpit right up here. It's like I'm actually sitting in the cockpit, you know, and that's why I'm doing these videos, to represent what it's like to actually play Flight Simulator in VR. So you can kind of see you got the cockpit all around me, and it's just an amazing thing. Plus the scenery looks amazing, and it's just a lot of fun, you know. And again, I only try to do short, max an hour flight. I mean, you know, I don't want to do no transatlantic flight, which I'm sure you can do a Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I try to keep it simple, and I like to see the landscape below me. So I try to pick flights where it's going to be interesting, like especially flights where you cross the Rockies, or you're just going over the Rockies. You know, kind of Rockies, Sierra Nevada. You know, those are always really interesting looking flights. Boring flights are just probably just flying over the ocean. So now they're telling us we're going to slow way down. Okay, we're going to slow way down.
Boston Center Brickyard 4650 is passing flight level 310 descending 8,000
So we're going to slow down to 202.
Brickyard 4650 Boston Center, continue as planned.
Okay, I'm going to acknowledge the assigned
Keep
approach.
speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS runway 4 right approach via Gashi transition cleared to Gashi Airbus Tree 20.
Start my descent and go to 5,000 feet. All right, and then I'll go ahead and deal with the radio.
127.2 Airbus Tree 20.
Contact Boston. All right.
Boston approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 7,900 feet.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20, Boston approach altimeter 29.902, continue to Gashi as planned.
Okay. Once I round this corner, I'm really going to start reducing my speed. Once I round the corner right here, I'm going to start reducing the speed to probably 180, and then start getting the plane ready for landing. Okay, here we go. We're entering the clouds again. So it's just going to be zero visibility. Yep, we're in the void. In the void. Can't see nothing. I'm just going to turn on my landing lights. It's a little early, but... Oh, come on. These buttons are a little finicky here. There we go. Landing lights. Go ahead and throw my strobe on. All right, seatbelt on, no smoking. I don't know why we still have a no smoking switch, but no smoking. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and reduce my speed to 188. 188 knots. We'll go up a little higher. 193. All right. As you can see, we're rounding the bend right here to enter the runway. I'm going to go ahead and put on our IRLS information system.
Airbus 320, please acknowledge.
On our HUD here, on our panel.
Climb and maintain 6,000 feet Airbus 320.
And as you can see with the little...
Airbus 320, descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Okay. Send and maintain 4,000 feet. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna set ours to 3,000. I'm gonna pull, and I'm gonna acknowledge the instruction.
Descend and maintain.
And so we've got the
feet Airbus
we've got the little
320.
diamonds here, and that's gonna line us up to our runway. Now what I'm gonna do, once we round the corner, I'm gonna start engaging our flaps and reducing our speed. All right. So see the little diamonds there? They'll line you up exactly with the runway. But we do need to have ILS on for setting up for the auto land. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and engage flaps 1. Flaps 1 is engaged. Okay, I'm gonna reduce our speed to 160. Okay, our speed is reduced to 160. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set it to 2,500 feet altitude. We're at 160. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and engage more of the flaps. Okay, go ahead and engage the flaps almost to full. Okay. I'm gonna
Airbus 320, did you hear my last
set our
transmission?
auto brake to medium. Yep, acknowledge the instructions, yes.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet Airbus 320.
Okay, so now we're completely in the void. We can't see nothing. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and, yep. I'm gonna put it on localized mode. So this is gonna lock onto our runway. Okay. I'm gonna put it on full flaps. Okay. We're about 15 miles out. All right, I'm gonna put it on 10-mile view. And once I see the runway, I'm gonna engage the landing gear. The landing gear must be engaged before you can put it on approach mode. Okay, looks like we're locked into the runway. And again, I can see absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're at 2,500 feet and I can see nothing. I can't see the ground, nothing. I can't see the runway, nothing.
Airbus 320, you are 13 miles south of Boston. Contact Boston Tower on 128.8 when inbound on the approach.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and lower my landing gear. Landing gear is down. I'm gonna acknowledge.
Tower on 128.8 Airbus 320.
Okay. Contact Boston Tower.
Boston Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320, 12 south inbound ILS runway 4 right approach.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320, Boston Tower. Altimeter 29.9 or 2 and 284 and 8.
Okay. We're
Cleared ILS runway 4 right approach.
4 right approach. All right, we're getting close. All right. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit autopilot 2, and then I'm going to hit approach right there. So now the plane is set up for approach mode. So Hopefully when it reaches the right distance, it will start dipping down into approach mode. I'm gonna get my hand on the stick and wait. I can see a little bit of the ground right now.
Airbus 320, did you copy?
Yes, I acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Cleared ILS runway 4 right, approach Airbus 320.
Get my hand ready on the stick. All right, there's the runway. All right, I'm going to get ready to hit it off of autopilot and take over at the last second once I see the runway. And hopefully approach mode will start working sometime soon. Come on, approach mode. Come on, approach mode. Yes, yeah, is it going? Come on. Come on, approach mode. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna reduce my speed. I'm gonna bring my speed all the way down to 140. 141's fine. Come on, approach mode. Yep, there it goes. Approach mode has been engaged, and I can't see nothing right now. So the plane is going into land mode.
Follow the generic on final. Wind 284 at 8. Cleared to land runway 4 right.
All right, when I see the runway, I'm gonna throw it off autopilot. And then crank down the all right, runway is still not
Airbus
visible.
320, please acknowledge.
I acknowledge. You need to shut up.
Cleared to land runway 4 right, Airbus 320.
Okay, we're going down. 1,200 feet. Reduce the speed a little bit. Okay, I don't see the runway. Runway is still not visible. For 600 feet, I don't see a runway. Nothing yet.
$500.
500 feet, do not see a runway.
$400.
Still no runway. 300 feet. Oh,
$300. $200.
there, I see the runway.
Airbus 320, go around.
I see the runway.
100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20.
Okay, drop the speed. Oh, yeah.
Retard 5.
All right, that was not a good
Airbus
landing.
320, acknowledge last transmission.
Come on, come on. Reverse thrusters. Oh, that was not a good landing on my part. But the auto landing did pretty well. Oh, that was not a good landing. But as you can see, I got the auto landing. I could not see the runway till the last second. I probably should just let the plane auto land it in there right at the last second. All right, well, we'll turn it off auto brake. Here. All right, we'll go ahead and thrust up. We'll get off this runway. Flaps all the way up.